What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Litecoin today, LTC USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 31st day of July, and here we are at about $111, 111, 3 days, 22 hours left in this week. About 21 and a half hours left, actually. 21 and a half hours left in the day and in the month. It is the last day of the month. Looking for a bullish finish to this month. I think what we have set up here is a bull flag moving up like this. Lower lows, lower highs, little bull flag formation there. And if it is a bull flag and we're interpreting this properly, I think that this low would be a good low to gauge from a low to a high here. And you take it to that low, you should be moving up to 140 and beyond, right? 140 being that area that you've found resistance at, continuous resistance at back here in December to February timeframe, right? That area. What you might do is find some turbulence here, consolidate a little bit, and then break through instead of break down like you did the last few times, right? I would expect that you do break through. You might not consolidate there, and instead, you might just rip right through the roof. Just because your measure move is here in the same area that you found resistance before doesn't mean you have to find resistance there again. However, if you do, I think it's very important to address why I think you're going to move up higher and not stop here permanently, because I do believe that a blow off top exists. I do believe that double tops exist. Hell, even a triple top is a thing. There's no such thing as a quadruple top. It doesn't exist. It's an inevitable breakout is what that means, right? It's just, it doesn't exist. Triple tops are rare enough, and hey, you had one here, absolutely, and it worked out, and you moved down. But now what you've got is a giant W pattern. If we're looking at this here, you've got a very nice V and U, Adam and Eve W-shaped pattern here. You've broken above the nipple, the midpoint here. You've back tested it for support, looking immaculate as hell. You're ready to go, man. Some people might call this a cup with handle. I don't know if I'd go that far. Cup and handles, you know, they're a little bit more symmetrical. Like your right could be a little bit higher than your left, but this much higher, I don't know about that. But tomato, potato, whatever, you know, it's fine. It looks good. It looks like it wants to continue to rally, and I think it will continue to rally here in a very, very, very short amount of time. Looking at the daily RSI, you're right around the 50, an area that you do like to find support at. You found support here before. You found support here before. Found support just above it before, like you are now. You know, you've found support all up in this area. Bouncing off the 50 on the stochastics, very bullish as well. And then the MACD itself also taking a very bullish stance, getting these higher highs and higher lows throughout the whole range here. Your histogram is crossed to the downside. You've actually got some of the deepest readings, the most bearish readings on the daily histogram that we've seen since May. And all you have at this point in time is a higher low. So very bullish, very, very bullish environment overall. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and then we'll zoom back out, okay? Looking at the 1 hour time frame here, you are at an area where you could find some turbulence. So here you are at about $111. Maybe you come back down to about 108. I doubt that you go below 107, but something around 109, 107, something in that area. You're at 110 now, so negligible amounts of downside, right? 4 hour time frame here, looking bullish, looking very, very bullish. But again, with this 4 hour candle here, with a wick to the upside, 1 hour 25 minutes left, it kind of does look like you could come down a little bit, right? Overall, I very much believe that you're ready to break out of this range, and it's going to be any day now. I mean, it could be by the end of today. 4 hour time frame, very bullish overall. Getting overbought, not getting oversold, right? Very, very bullish, bouncing off of that. Looking like you want to break out of this downtrend that you've been in now since, what is that? July 13th. Lower highs, lower lows, that downtrend, you're looking like you want to break out of it. Again, if you were to go lower, what we're looking for is a higher low, something that's different, right? Each of these, you found a low, you found a lower low, you found a lower low. Let's get a higher low, show some different behavior, and then we'll probably get some different results and move up higher as well. Looking at the daily time frame, actually the MACD here is crossing green. That's nice. That's a start, guys. We need this to cross above the zero. Once that happens, some fireworks should fly. But you know what? It's starting to it's crossing above the green, but I doubt. But it already has. I think that we're going to come down first, and then we're going to move up. So even if we cross back, it's okay. But once we cross above the zero, which probably won't be today, that'll probably be, you know, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, sometime over the next 4 days we should be crossing. Probably after the 2nd of August, we'll move up. And the 2nd of August, again, because Coinbase is having an update, a maintenance time on the 2nd of August on the at the 1500 hour UTC, 7 a.m. Pacific, 4-hour downtime for Coinbase. I'm expecting some volatility, some crazy stuff to happen, and I think after that, that'll be when crypto and Litecoin and everything as a whole starts to move up. That's my expectation. Looking at the daily time frame here, again, we've gone over all this bullish stuff here. I really think finding support back at this prior area of resistance is key. It's a very nice look. Weekly time frame, right? You can see it here. You've got this nice W shape, and typically with W's, again, your measure move of this bull flag here, that little bull flag that you've got going on right here, the measure move would take you right up to here. But with W patterns, typically you actually move above where the W started. And if you move above here, you're breaking out. You should be on your voyage all the way up to prices that are at like $300 and beyond, right? We're looking for, really, once we break out of this range, once we break out of this long-term accumulation phase here, you break out of that, we're looking for prices that are all the way back at your all-time high areas. So closer to $400 than $300. That'd be my expectation. But I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all for being here. Let's look at the weekly indicators while we're here. And you rejected the overbought area, kind of, but overall the weekly RSI is bullish. Stochastics are bullish. And look at that, man. The MACD, you're scooping the zero, and you're going to come back up above it. Yeah, guys, the coming weeks, man, this right here is a very powerful signal. This is super powerful. Not the histogram, not the bars, the oscillators. The oscillators. Look past the histogram. Here, we're going to make the histogram invisible just for that, just for the sake of this part, right? Come on now. There it is. The oscillators crossing above the zero. That's very bullish. On a weekly time frame, super bullish, you guys. The coming weeks are going to be excellent, okay? Most excellent. My voice kind of died out there. Most excellent, bro. We're going to, oh man, and the MACD on the monthly is crossing above the zero too. And you're finding support at the 50. You guys, you're about to get overbought on the monthly time frame. August is going to be a really good month. August undoubtedly will be the month that you break out of this accumulation phase. You've been waiting. You've been patient. Patience pays, especially in this game. $110 now. You're going to be at prices above $300 in the next 30 days. I'm telling you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.